Alright.
I don't even know why I did that though, because it's not like I see like the connection. The connection was like perfectly fine. I just decided no.
It's weird. Where's my favorite YouTuber, Mishavia Smash? Alright. Sorry, folks, we had a bit of a hiccup.
Yeah.
Should be back on track now. This is your pilot.
This is... I don't understand why it does that. Also, we're, still over the router. Is the... Nope, the chat is not live. Let me fix that really quick. There we go, a couple refreshes. We should be good to go in just like a second. What does Mishmash look like without all the black mold? He's just button smashing, no, I'm bone smashing.
Underneath all the black mold, Mishmash looks exactly like Ryan Gosling.
That's scary.
It is. Anyway, I'm Ron Sterling.
Underneath all the bone smashing.
Underneath all the button mashing.
Wait, where's my plastic putty? There it is. I like this stuff. The Vallejo plastic putty is actually a pretty nice tool. It's become a very nice replacement for sprue goo for filling up gaps. Same with like not having to use because since green stuff is now like not being made anymore, and there are alternate. Yeah, the factory that makes green stuff, like true green stuff, is gone, and they didn't tell anybody how. Yeah, they didn't sell the recipe. There are like alternatives, so it's still like something that you probably could get. But it is like psychotic. It is. I don't even understand how. Like I don't know the history. Mets, do you mind retelling that briefly in the chat so I can read that out? Where's the vote? I suppose I should put the vote back up.
I mean,
the new Mark IV Marines? I mean, the Marines did kind of win by like a considerable margin, but since I'm...
No, it's a fun button for people to click.
That is true. That is true. Stern Guard. War.
Also, if you ever do like a gaming channel, you should call it Button Mash.
I was thinking of it. Armor throughout.
What people were saying got me thinking that.
Okay, I wish I could do core videos forever, but I am planning on doing one soon. Because Talon Marin is next.
Yay.
What was I saying?
Yeah.
I had a thing that I wanted to mention.
The green stuff? Or
no, somebody mentioned something in the chat. Oh, the new Mark IV Marines. They're okay. I don't necessarily like the old ones better, because the only reason I would get the new ones is so I have a different set of legs to give my Sons of Medusa, because I've kind of like set them like at the height of like Horus Heresy Marines, which I think honestly are pretty perfect in terms of like canonical size. But otherwise, like I do like the bolters. I wouldn't mind having those bolt gun arms. The power packs. The power packs are really nice. But the thing is that they keep doing this thing with Horus Heresy Marines where they just make it too round, you know? I think it looks more egregious on a Mark IV. Actually, egregious is a bit of a harsh term. The helmets aren't terrible either. I think of the Horus Heresy helmets that they've produced, the Mark IVs look the best. But I'm sticking with my vow of not buying any new Games Workshop Space Marines. I mean, if somebody gave them to me for free, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but you know. Look, I haven't done... Alright, in all fairness, I think marine slop, the term, has taken too far for one, because you know what? At least I actually work on my painting and I'm not using shitty AI, and all of this is done by hand. But two, the Sons of Medusa project is a little different from, like, you know, me just churning out it. I mean, even today, that was a fun video. When are you going to become Evril Mishmash since you're so encyclopedic? I don't know. I don't know why that was funny. Since you're so inquisitive. No, the Sons of Medusa project, I think, and also since I'm doing a bit of a Rogue Trader spin on these, I'm more comfortable doing that. I think at this point now, though, I see my new Marine content less as slop, and I even kind of feel like I was too hard on myself by calling my other Space Marine content slop, because even then, like, I don't know.
I mean, you put the pen to paper at least.
Yeah, and even then, like, I will say, I know you guys don't actually mean it that way, too, to be fair. I'm not, like, hurt by it. But,
yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, even the Space Marine videos, even they're a lot easier to work on than core videos, like, it's still a lot of work. You know, but I definitely want to do Old World. So Old World, I kind of want to workshop it with, I wouldn't mind workshopping it, with the channel members a little bit and some of my friends, because I'm kind of in between on what I want to do, because I have a scheme in mind that would be cool. I think it would look cool to paint the new Chaos Warriors as, like, you know, like the 30k Iron Hand scheme? How they have kind of like the purples and green washes mixed in?
Yeah.
I think that would be really fun, and it would also make it a lot easier to paint those models since they're so detailed. But also, I'm kind of twisted. I'm like, oh, do I want to do, like, I wouldn't mind, like, actually going crazy and, like, painting them, like, bright pink. Like, old, like, Slanesh style. Like, bright, like hot pink. I think that would be interesting, because I think that would look really scary. But, I don't know.
You should do them brightly colored, like each one of them dedicated to a different Chaos God.
That'd
like
be interesting.
Bright green, pink, red, and blue.
Do the unit champions in bright color? That's probably a better idea. I think that would be a fun idea, because I was talking for a while, like the Bosch video I did. Oh yeah! I just got my shipment for more Bosch minis. Or Medieval Marginalia minis. I'm getting a bunch of killer bunnies. So I kind of want to run, like, a bunch of, like, my Bosch minis as, like, Chaos Renegades and Demons in, like, a big, like, lineup. I need to print some of those, because I think that would be super easy, and it would be really nice to, like, just you know, use those models for something. Mind seeing more Slaneshi stuff from you. I've been thinking about it. I need to paint some of my old Slanesh stuff. You're stealing my army? You would be, like, frothing if I did that. I'm sorry for using that terminology. He is sitting here, like, fucking... Ugh. Ow.
I'm painting my gloamers.
Paint my gloamers.
I got my own voices. Actually, you're probably gonna really like these gloamers, because...
Am I gonna see them tomorrow?
Probably not. But you
fair.
will see something way cooler.
I'm excited. I was happy with them. Even though I'm not super happy with the paint scheme, because I kind of fucked it up, I'm still pretty happy with how they turned out. And I'm glad I have those old Crimson Slaughter decals. I think that was a really easy way of painting their icon with kind of just cheating. I don't know. I'm just happy because, like, I am not kidding. It has been like a couple years since I've had an idea for how I wanted to do Sons of Malice. I forgot to put the text in at the beginning of the video. because when I was talking about how I wanted to paint them, I just showed like a clip from Killer 7. The reason I showed that is I liked the idea of trying to cell shade paint them like they don't belong in our reality.
Ooh.
But for one, I'd have to really practice that, and two, I don't know how well that would really translate, because there are a few people, I can't remember him by name, but you've seen that guy on Instagram that like paints his models like Borderlands style with like black outlines, like kind of the cell shaded.
Yeah, I think I've seen a few.
Yeah, I'd like to try that, but that's also something that I'm like, that actually is kind of a downside. If you, well, side note, if you ever want to become a YouTuber for hobby stuff, sometimes it is a little hard to do experimental videos if you want to do like in-depth videos. It is my favorite game.
I feel like if you have to stylize something like that, you really have to commit to it.
Yeah.
Like, look at it from every angle.
And I feel like just kind of like, yeah, same. He's passed on, but no, yeah, I agree, E, because it's like, it's not something you can just like throw together. I think I don't think it works if you just try. Like, it's okay if you like fuck up in a video, because I've definitely done that multiple times. I did it in the video. But I think especially if it's like the point of the videos you're doing something really experimental, I don't know. I think you should try to like get it as close as possible. But I have played a lot of his other games. I was thinking of playing Killer 7 on stream again and actually beating it this time, but I also wouldn't mind playing No More Heroes, and I liked Killer is Dead. That'd be fun. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, there's some ideas. I have a lot of bits in here that I could use, actually, for veterans. The thing is Sons of Medusa are always one of those armies that, like, even when you see fan art of them, they're not that super teched up, you know? I always kind of just view Sons of Medusa in my head as, like, Mark 7 Marines, for the most part, because that's usually how they're depicted.
I feel like getting anything with, like, Marines with, like, body augments, robot parts is pretty few and far between.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't...
official media.
Yeah. Well, you remember the old, like, Iron Hands upgrade box where they had, like, full, like, brain bits coming out of their helmets, and they had, like, robot legs, and... I suppose that was probably well before you got into the hobby.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know if that... I think that box was, like, briefly available when I was, like, getting into the hobby. Mish Nextbot on the way to Gmod. That'd be annoying. That would be so stupid. Tech Raptors. Okay. Weird idea, but I'm gonna ask. Oh, do we have... I'm trying to think. I need to, like, look this up first, because this is lore that I probably should know. Sons of Medusa characters. Because we have a few characters. Because I'm Majera Clan, which is the I technically, the way I'm painting my army, I'm doing it wrong by codex standards, but I don't really care too much.
Anyway, I think you'll really like these Glomers because one of them has a lily pad beret.
Oh, like the old art.
Yeah.
We like that.
And and the other one has a billhook knife that I pilfered from the Ergadir Trench Raider.
I like that idea.
Couple little, like, classic gloamers.
That is fun. Yeah, I remember when I pitched that idea to Josh, he told me the lily pad... I think he took the lily pad beret a little too seriously. I think he thought that I was like, yeah, all of them have that. But I was like, no, it'd just be like a character model. But
Yeah.
some of my customs have that. I still have a bunch of my customs laying around here somewhere that I used to pitch the idea to him. By the way, this is Brother Janner.
Yeah.
Can't wait to kit bash. Please go ahead. Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
I like that yellow stripe.
Yeah. I'm debating, and I'm gonna add, I might even, like, since we already had the poll win pretty, whatever, I might I'm gonna close this poll, and I'm gonna ask you guys another poll. Let's see. Brother Janner, Captain. Okay. So, my idea for this, so Brother Janner is, actually I'll pull that back up on the stream, just because I'm asking it, I might as well show him off. So Brother Janner is from the old combat cards. This is a very old character model. And actually, Lich from Lich's Laboratory very recently kitbashed him to be like a 1-to-1. But since I love this character so much, and I talked to him about it because I didn't want to be a dick and steal his idea, I thought it would be cool if we give Brother Janner a little upgrade. So I'm thinking either Janner is no longer just a simple battle brother, he is either going to be my Sternguard veteran sergeant or the captain of my army.
He's the big man.
You think he should be the leader? Looks like everybody's saying captain.
Oh, it's a combat car.
Combat Carl. I like that.
When you're gonna strap an M80 to him.
No! Why would I do that to Brother Janner? It's a very thematic campaign. Iron Thanesry Warlords? Yeah, but I wouldn't mind having a captain. I gotta kit bash some gloamers for my wife's Koftir Gloam army. Fuck yeah. I need to paint the new Gloam vehicle. I need to paint the new
There's a new Gloam vehicle?
Yeah, the new Koftir vehicle that Josh released is for Gloamers and Koftir. The big truck.
Oh!
Yeah, that can be used for Gloam. Yeah. That's what he told me anyway.
That is cool. It is like an all-terrain thing. I'd probably very much appreciate that.
Yeah, because we were talking about making them have another tractor, and I think he's like... Every time I talk to Josh nowadays, I can barely get anything out of him because he's fucking busy all the time. And that's not me complaining about him. The guy is like
he's
a fucking workaholic crazy man. But, we did kind of briefly talk about other tractor ideas, but also he just wanted to have one that was like ready for them. But, I do need to finish those gloamers though. I might need to do that this weekend. It'd be a terrible idea.
I do look kind of... I mean, it's only been like 2 vehicles, but I do like the theme of like the gloamers having stuff that's generally like really heavy duty and rugged because they like just absolutely punish their vehicles.
Yeah, because they live in the poop swamp.
Yeah.
They're violent boys.
And playing off one of your quotes, when you live in the poop swamp, when you live in the center of an evil poop swamp, you must be strong.
It is true. You must endure the poop swamp. That's what that guy that made all those Dark Souls games said, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I forget his name. It's like Daryl or some shit.
Like Hideo Kojima.
Yeah, that's
the one. He's the guy.
That's Miyamoto Usagi.
Nobody correct me if you know it's good.
Oh my god. Guys, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling really threatened by E's presence.
No, you don't.
Oh, okay, well, I guess I don't. Any advice for a first-time painter / modeler? Alright, so how... We're talking like brand spanking new? Alright. Also, you don't... people tend to do this a lot, so I'm going to say this out loud. List it in the chat. You don't need to donate every time for every question I ask. So don't do that to yourself. Alright, what do you have? What do you have at your disposal? What supplies do you have? What brushes? What paints? What models? What do you got going on? What are you starting with?
Yeah.
That is a good place to start.
We're gonna shake down. See, we gotta see what you got.
The orcs in makeup are outside my door. They're gonna get you. There's no escape for you. I have a lot of different helmets I wouldn't mind using for this. So I will admit, for the captain, since I don't mind using, since the character models I don't mind using bigger figures for, I'm probably going to use some Tortuga Bay stuff for it. Just a little warning. I'm getting paints for our friend Drez, and I recently got Army Painter Most Wanted brush set. That's the one with like the 22 paints. It's a pretty good set, actually. I got that one. Is that the huge one, or is that like the yeah, E? That's the one with like 20 something and like a brush in it, right?
Let's take a look.
I think we're kit bashing Brother Janner later. We're gonna, since I already said the Stern Guards, I should probably stick to the Stern Guards.
Yeah, 24 paints.
Okay.
That is actually a pretty good selection here. Oh wait, speed paints. I think I might be looking at the wrong thing, but it looks like it has 24 colors.
So I would suggest you're gonna need primer, and I will say, even though it's more expensive, I do think the best like rattle can primer is Citadel. Like Chaos Black is a great primer. But if you want to use, did Bro prime his models yet? Yeah, what do you have at your disposal? What are you painting? That is also a good question.
Different armies need different things.
Not primed yet, okay.
Also, who said E? Fire Team Blue. I don't know if he was asking me something.
Are you talking to E? You gotta have a backstage pass if you want to talk to E. No, honestly,
really kind of just need a stage pad.
Cyberpunk Red Combat Zone minis. Okay. I would suggest, if you have a primer, it depends on what you're trying to get out of it. So if you're trying to do, I don't know anything about Cyberpunk models, but general thing to take into account. So for your first prime, make sure you go light and slow with it. Do not do what I did the first time. The first model I ever primed, I over-primed heavily because, for one, I used automotive primer, and two, I was overexcited and super hyped to start painting. And as much as we want to get our models done, and I am absolutely an advocate for finding little cheating ways to speed up the process, taking your time with this hobby is an essential, because otherwise you will be miserable if you want something that's instantaneously gratifying. So, I suggest for your primer, if you're going for lighter colors, get a lighter primer, like, what's the Citadel one for their white colors now? It's not White Scar.
White Scar.
Is it White Scar?
Bone is a good one, though.
Okay.
Or Gray Seer.
White Scar I find to be the best one, out of, like, the regular Citadel light primers, because it applies smoothly, and, you have to go slow with it, so don't cake it on, but take your time. And as far as, like, I mean, I think the best thing to do for yourself, even though I always am guilty of this, going in with a plan is good. And I know this seems obvious, but the way that I need to do this more, honestly, because, I don't engage as much with, like, watching hobby content anymore, because I do it as my job. But it is good to just observe people painting models. Gather up good habits and videos that will be helpful to you. Just watch people paint stuff that is similar to what you want to paint. Go in with a plan for how you want to go about it. And don't be afraid to ask questions to, like, your friends too. And like, especially if you're in the server, like, I'm sure there's plenty of people in the server too that will have, like, good advice, like, throughout the process. But just go about it slow. Scrape the mold lines, thin your paints. I know that is a thing that always, like, unfortunately, thin your paints, I've noticed in, like, the past few years has become, like, such a... It's like whenever you show digital art to people that don't really get into art that much, and they just say, I really like the shading, or, like, something like that, you know? Where it's like they don't really know what to say, so they just say thin your paints. So I think it has, like, lost meaning to some people online especially. But really do thin your paints. Yeah, and don't be afraid to mess up too, because, like, that is part of the fun for me. I think, like, trying to figure out ways to, like, maneuver. It's why I think too, like, I honestly, there are plenty of things I need to improve upon in the hobby, because you're always going to be improving. Like, I've spent 10 years in this hobby, but regardless of that, I still have a lot to learn, because you're always going to have something to learn. But also, I think if I were just a master painter, it wouldn't be nearly as fun for me. Like, the pursuit of, like, getting better as an artist is, like, the fun of being an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the stuff you make is less, like, big fancy pieces, and, like, just more like steps on the road to practicing.
Yeah, and honestly, like, especially with your older models, I still keep a lot of my old models, like, with their old... I recently found this. I don't know if I have it on my desk. I might have moved it into my display case, which I probably don't really want to fish it out of if it's in there. But I, like, found, like, a ton of my old models from when I first started the hobby, like some of my old color schemes. Like, I remember the first paint set I got was actually the old Citadel starter set, when it still had the Golden Demon logo on it. And the paint pots were, like, a quarter size. I think I still have some of these. I don't know if I threw them. I might have thrown them out because they've, like, gunked up over the years. Yeah, I don't see them in here anymore. I might have moved them elsewhere. But, like, all of my paints were, like, these little unlabeled Citadel pots. And I think it's good to keep your old models. Unless you do have, like, a plan. Like, selling them isn't the worst idea, especially if you didn't finish them. So you can get onto another project that you'll have more passion for, whatever. But I think it is generally good to just, you know... it shows you in real time your improvement. Is the stream getting funky? That's because I'm not moving as much, so... I stepped away from the stream for a moment, so... Oh, for God's sakes. Okay, I think we're good now. What about now? Are we good? Mishmash is your model, just a Night Lord's persona? No. I don't even really like Night Lords that much. They're not my favorite. I like old school Night Lords, though. See, I'm weird. I like vampire counts, but I don't like Night Lords too much.
I do like seeing people pull off the lightning effect, though. That is magical still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Like, when they do it good, it looks just so, like, awesome.
I don't know. God, every time. I don't know what it is lately. I like word bearers and I'm proud.
Word bearers are cool.
Is it, E, what are you seeing? Am I lagging?
I'm watching a stream. Oh, yeah, it is. Skipping a little bit. Not as bad as it was the first time.
Okay.
Oh. It's like every 5 seconds or so there's a little beep.
Okay, well. Word jobbers.
Jammers.
Come on now. I don't know why the stream is so... Alpha Legion? Maybe. Alpha Legion's one of those video types that I'm always like... People seem to really like Alpha Legion, but I think they mostly like them for 30k rather than 40k. I don't really see a lot of, like, 40k Alpha Legion stuff.
Yeah. Because, much like a lot of Legions, they just had the sauce back in 30k.
Yeah.
Like, they went all out with their, like, scaled shoulder blades and, like, unique Terminators. I love Alpha Legion Terminators.
They do look cool. Meme Legion.
Terminators.
They did kind of become a meme Legion in a way that I think is, like... I don't know. It's getting worse. Oh, for Christ's sakes, dude. Ay, ay, ay. What is it with the streams nowadays, like, constantly crashing? I don't know why it does this. This is getting really old. This is getting really fucking old.
Getting stupid.
There we go. I don't know. The thing is I upgraded my Wi-Fi recently. I don't know why it's pissing me off a little bit.
Ah, fuck off.
What?
I washed off my paintbrush and didn't let it dry, so a little globule of water got onto my model with still wet paint on it.
Ow.
I hate when that happens.
You fucking hate it. Is it getting better?
It's no.
Jesus Christ. What is up with the fuck? Man, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. This is getting old. This is getting old.
I'm getting old. Uh-oh.
Maybe. Come on. Lordy, lordy, lordy.
Lordy, lordy. Look who's 40-40.
I did do a Necron's kit bash a while ago. That was a weird one. But I did do the Kenshi kit bash. That was a fun video. Lordy, lordy. Look who's turning 40-40. Wow, that is old. Alright, I think we're gonna size this up really quick and see how this fits in. Is it better now? I fussed with something here, so hopefully that means better.
Watching with bated breath. Weighted wet. I'm into the 10-second test. Starting now.
Alright. Better? It still says poor on my end for stream blah blah blah, but...
The 10-second test has concluded. You're good.
Okay.
It's been smooth sailing so far. Knock on wood.
Markula is an amazing character.
He is.
That whole, like, saga, I love the robots episodes so much. That fucking...
We don't have any money.
The first part, or the first time I saw the ending where Carl just shoots them with the minigun, like, the fucking music that they play, I thought was, like, the funniest goddamn thing. I remember watching, I have the game still. I actually have it for the PS2. I have Ninja Zombie Pro Am.
That was the exclusive episode.
Yeah.
That was on there.
I remember watching it with my dad. That was a... that was such a dumb but actually fun game. There we go.
I mean, there's nothing else like it.
Which is either a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah. I mean, they've kind of committed to that.
A fighting game that is also a golfing game, yet simultaneously a racing game.
Break all of Carl's window.
I remember, I think I got stuck on it though. I don't know if I ever beat it as a kid, because I remember the moon level was actually, like, agonizing. Really? Oh, that's awesome. I like MC Chris. He hasn't really been in any Robot Chicken stuff for a while, it seems.
Actually, they're doing a big, like, Robot Chicken, like, 25th anniversary.
I saw that. My only worry is I'm going to be wanting more, though, because I'm greedy. Because I know I want to see... I'm going to want to see home movies show up, because that's classic.
I want to see what they're going to do for Squidbillies.
I want to see, like... Although, if I remember correctly, they had Lucy from Lucy and the Daughter of the Devil, which was, like, also a project that they worked on.
Also, did not expect to see Drinking Crow there. Holy shit.
There we go. I'm trying to think of another way.
The Venture Brothers. Oh my god, the actual, like, slightly new Venture Brothers content. Thank you, Lord in heaven.
I wonder if they're actually not having Rick and Morty in it.
I hope so. That would make it so much better.
Who actually still watches Rick and Morty? I'm not even asking to be mean, I just, like... I don't know a soul that watches it still. Like, who are the residual people still watching it? Yeah, seeing your pretty face is going to hell in the trailer kind of got me like, oh my god, wow, actually, this could be really cool.
Team Venture. That's right. Yeah, we're gonna see Brock, like, actually do some cool stuff. You know, it looks like it's gonna have a lot of heart put into it.
Well, the fact that they're... Yeah. The fact that they're still doing, like, seasons of Rick and Morty, though, is, like... I'm kind of surprised. And I'm not even saying that to dunk on people, because I've heard a lot of people say, oh, it actually feels like the old episodes again, but I don't know.
I've been burned before by people saying, like, a revival is, like, as good as the old thing.
Yeah, that's usually not the case. Usually that means that either they didn't watch all of the old thing, or You know, they just have shit taste. Or it is. I don't know. I still haven't watched any of the new Futurama stuff, and Marshall tells me that, like, it's both simultaneously some of the worst Futurama, yet some of the best Futurama. And I have yet to watch it. Because, again, Futurama ended on such a good note that it's, like, it's hard for me to want to, like, watch the new stuff.
It was sweet.
Even though we, you know, I still wanted it to be a thing. Because also the movies filled a huge gap for that. I've not seen the regular show reboot yet. I was never a huge fan of regular show back in the day, because I kind of stopped watching Cartoon Network when it came out. But being that the guy that created it was inspired by Mighty Boosh, I'm interested in watching it again. Because Mighty Boosh, I've been watching that with Cinny non-stop.
Morty. Credit for that joke goes to Peckman Boy.
I think E came up with that joke.
Who's Eek?
Yeek.
Oh god.
Alex Yeek came up with that joke.
Alex Y2K himself.
I saw a copy of Alex Yeek at the grocery store and had a panic attack. I'm gonna stop making those jokes. I feel bad now.
I have a lot of things I need to 3D print. And top of my list is find somebody who has a 3D printer that is better than my current 3D printer guy.
Why? What's wrong with him? What did he do to you?
I've been waiting for like 3 weeks.
Oh, that's fair.
He is a busy guy, like with a family and stuff.
What a lazy bones.
Lazy bones.
There's a lot of tension between E and mine. Yeah, E and I are off camera. We throw rocks at each other really hard.
Yeah.
We just.
Hey, I wanted to talk about the other week. Like, you got me kind of between the temple, and now my eye like won't look left anymore. I was wondering who to see about that.
I'm trying to sleep.
Okay. I'll get back to you next week.
And then E de-aggroes and walks away. Instantly, like, walks, like, completely, like, 180s. De-aggroes. Like a Warcraft NPC. What kind of tension? There's a lot of tension between E and me and Yi.
We're playing a game of tug of war in the background, and I am absolutely thrashing him.
I'm only using 1/15 of my power.
I believe that.
Me mishmash, me stupid. Me Ugrippo head off.
Oh no. They took his braid. They took his braid.
I got a coupon.
That's okay, I have to report this game.
I forgot how much I love that episode. No, no, no.
Are you an organ donor? Please say yes, please say yes. Please say
I forgot about that. Was a weird episode. That episode is creepy. I don't like that one. The problem with pygmies. I shouldn't have brought that up on stream. Even though I am the one who brought it up to begin with. So don't bring it up ever.
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 Or else they'll kill us.
That's true.
I'm getting kind of sick of it. It's like weekly at this point. You gotta go to the Great Tree Spirit.
They sent us
reborn.
a pizza, and we confirmed it on stream. They doxed us. That's the smart thing to do if you're doxed, by the way. Confirm it on a stream.
Yeah. And be like a little monster.
Be a little monster. Runs around. Well... yeah, that is true. Actually, Metz does love bringing up the pygmies because they're his favorite army. Everything is a dog whistle, by the way.
I can't believe they're gonna bring back the pygmies for Warhammer the Old World.
That would be crazy. That would actually be insane.
They're like fleshing them out like a full army, like Cathay with refreshes.
That's what I was saying last time, where I was talking, like, imagine that on one of their Warhammer reveal streams at, like, LVO. And
We're super excited to show you folks a brand new reimagining of an old fan favorite faction.
And then like the fucking like
the
fog machine
are back.
Oh,
like they just play it completely straight.
It's
like
just,
they don't see
they're playing it off like whenever we cheered the fucking, you know, that Yarrick was alive and like the Steel Legion was coming back. Except like, you know, everybody's like silent. Everybody's just like, everybody's like looking around at each other worried. That they didn't mean to do that, right?
So, show us the kit we're working with here. Well,
Sonic Sledgehammer does a video on the Pygmies and he goes, "This is my favorite army." I like Sonic Sledgehammer. Corpse Grinder rules. Yeah, whenever Big E laughs alongside with Mish, it's actually a sign that Mish is threatening him with a large scimitar. Sorry, Schmittmar. I'm poking E in the belly while whenever he's not laughing and smiling. I think E only joins these streams because he's afraid of what I'll do, as he says in his own words.
He has to threaten another family member, and frankly, it is getting old.
Why?
You need some better material with that, man. Try like my possessions and stuff. Like, you already know I paint miniatures.
I'll
like,
kill all of your minis with small
you won't
toys.
Diversify. It's like fucking Master Shake berating Willie Nelson.
That'd be a really amazing video. Somebody complaining about the new Pygmy models, like, because they're just structurally terrible to build, not because of, like, the ethical...
and like no other reason.
Big fucking... like, those... I would love to see Discourse minis, like... because every fucking video they post every time is like, it got leaked or something stupid like that. And it's not even like...
they've learned it.
They've learned
nothing from the Sidonian Scatros, because these stilts are brittle as all hell.
Can we just say that fucking Discourse Minis videos are the worst videos ever created? Actually, that's not true. That's not true.
I don't think I've ever seen
There's way worse on YouTube. But it is like... slop. You want to talk Warhammer slop? That is some proper Warhammer slop. Every fucking video is the same title. If you look at their channel, every single video is the same thumbnail. And it's like, I don't even understand how that gets views. I should be jealous of it because it gets way more views than mine. But what else is there to say? How many times can you say it got leaked before it's actually
You understand, bro. Here, we got my...
I saw a brain dead take that said I'd prefer AI videos over a hobby that's dead and niche. Okay. That's some fucking... that is just rage bait. There's... okay, I will say this. If you actually believe that, I don't think you're a sentient being. I think whatever you've been doing to like communicate thus far has been like a miracle, and you've just been rolling the dice very well.
Yeah, I'd say like anything handmade is still above the like shit of like models coming to life and like moving their dead eye.
Thank you. I love those videos where it's like squigs and they grow like 4 different feet. And they're like, check out what this can do, like bring your models to life. Every time I see that on Instagram now, it's like, oh god. Although I will say,
models already come.
Yeah, exactly. It's for people that don't have an imagination. Yeah. When you smash them into mine.
Yeah. Pew pew.
No, that's I think like I honestly, I will say the thing that always annoys me with like opening up like Instagram hobby stuff too is like I hate like every time I check it, it's like some fucking video talking about like this hobbyist was outed as evil. Like, I don't fucking care. I don't care. I don't have any interest in this. I just want to see models. Are you keeping the Deathwatch armor? Yeah, I'm just gonna paint this as since, again, a cool thing you can do with Sons of Medusa is their logo is a skull with a star around it. So if I just paint this as a regular arm, it won't be any different. Nobody will know the difference.
And if you got any Horus Heresy Death Guard bets lying around, you can kind of do whatever the hell you want.
Exactly, because the Sons of Medusa logo keeps changing every year.
All you gotta do is just put an extra spike on the top and bottom.
Yeah.
That's it.
What's the thing on the elbow armor called? I don't actually remember. I'm not much of a Deathwatch enjoyer. God, generic symbols rule. They kind of do. That is, as much as I would prefer the Sons of Medusa, like, it would be cool if they had, like, the old logo with, like, the actual Medusa face. But there is something to be said. Having a generic logo that works with almost every piece of iconography within the Imperium, it's pretty nice.
Yeah. It is.
Alright, it's tearing apart some
pieces. Right now.
What now? Oh, the core skin. That's not a good word to say. That's why I titled that one video Core Flesh instead of Core Skin. They removed all of E's core skin immediately. He's not saying anything because he's traumatized. We should bring that up with him.
Why would you do that?
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh my god, what have you done? Oh my god, what have you done?
I'm trying to find a helmet that actually fits into this, though. You know, this guy might not have a helmet. We might use some of my fucked up Sons of Medusa faces that I haven't painted yet. I think that would be a good use for this.
Give him a robot head.
I do have a ton of like I have a Enoch's face from Kill Team Cassius with like the 3 like servo eyes. I have like some 30k heads that I wouldn't mind using. Because again, the only limiting factor of the old Deathwatch armor is the reason that they have their own specialized heads. It's the only way you can fit them into the armor. Even like the old the old tactical kit with Mark 8 helmets, they don't fit into these bodies, so you kind of have to get picky choosy. Or yeah. Me with tears in my eyes taking blue stuff casts of the same Hydra sculpt for the 7th time.
We don't have a bad day at the Hydra sculpt factory. Wait.
There we go.
Mish, if you were a core, what color skin would you have?
Turquoise. I would be a Miller Vega, one of my character models.
Ooh.
That is my favorite model one of my favorite models I've ever painted of all time is the first Glomar I ever painted, who is a character model in my eyes. Miller Vega is I've said this on some of the members-only streams, but the millware you see on the website with the turquoise flesh and the Harlech carbine at his side, that is a little bit of a tribute to somebody who is no longer with us.
Oh. Godspeed.
Name of the other guy's channel: E does not have a channel, but he is frequently a guest here.
Yes, I do have a Twitter and a Newgrounds.
He does have a Newgrounds.
Yeah,
I'll put that in the chat if I can. If it'll allow me, it probably will. If I own the stream, it probably will let me.
I'd say the Twitter's probably the more frequently updated one. Because I have my comic and my core art, and
is it connected to your Newgrounds?
Let's see if it is actually. Here's the thing, I have it. I don't really. It ain't really my main. But it is kind of getting up to the point where maybe I might start giving it a bit more attention.
I'm gonna put your Newgrounds in there if you don't mind, because I don't have Twitter, so I don't have that up already.
Yeah, no, that's fine. On Twitter, I'm at capital E222.
Yeah, I'll put that in the chat if you want to check out his art.
Yeah. I've done a lot of core stuff.
Oh my gosh, lately. Mr. Sassel, oh my goodness. 20 Mishmash gift memberships, Jesus Christ. Holy crap. Yeah. Jesus, thank you. Word. Oh my god. By the way, is it playing the alert sounds? We've had trouble with that in the past. I need people to tell me if that's working. It better be working.
On what?
The alert sound in the stream. I don't know if the music is playing. I think switching to OBS, I can no longer hear it, but I think you guys can.
On the member, announcement ones.
Can you turn off the alert sounds? No. They're on forever. Everybody say thank you, Mr. Sasshole. If you're in the stream and you got a membership from him, we gotta see some appreciation for him.
Thank you, Mr. Sasshole, for introducing so many more people to the wonderful things Mishmash makes.
Yeah, the wonderful evil things.
That Glomer fish cannon gif. Oh my god.
I love that one. He's in the server. It's
Send me that. That's wonderful.
It is iconic.
I gotta add it to my collection before 10 or whatever the hell gifts run off.
Well, it's a video. It's a...
Oh.
Yeah. You gotta let him do evil things. Well, that means you guys get to tune in for the members-only stream tomorrow, which will do even wackier stuff.
Yeah.
That's true.
You'll get to see this mug again.
That is true. You get E 2 days in a row.
Oh, what a treasure! What a treat!
Gotta spread the good word. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
The word is good.
I think tomorrow I kind of want to do core. I want to build some of my Kadir again. I want to build up the rest of the force. Speaking of which, we got some. We're gonna be getting some new cool stuff regarding core. But also, I mean, the new boxes are out, so if you're interested in core stuff, and you want to get a little bit more incentive to see new core videos, make sure to hit that affiliate link in the description and use that discount code. Or if you want Glomers, you can use the strange plastic one too. I need to talk to him again, because I gotta get the Glomer guys sent over. Honestly, tomorrow is probably either going to be a Kadir building stream, or I'm going to be painting the Glomers up and finishing those so I can send them off to Josh, so they can be updated on the website. Because I've been slacking with that. I need to finish that up. Nemesis chapter. Oh yeah, I forgot about those guys. There we go.
But The slight segue I forgot I was doing earlier.
Mhm.
Those of you who are looking to get some activation cards from
yes.
yours truly has recently finished the art for a second series of them.
Series 2 of the Marshall core activation cards. All done by good old E.
Yep, very big thanks to Marshall, by the way, for extending the opportunity. He is a very cool guy, and probably one of like the juggernauts of recruiting core.
He is.
Like talent.
He absolutely is.
Yeah. But yeah, in a month or two, maybe, we're not releasing like included in, but like around the same time as another core thing.
Ooh.
In around a month or two. Be sure to keep an eye out for those, because it's going to be pretty cool.
There will be an update on the channel for those, so that will be live for people.
It's a right honor.
I've already seen them too. They look awesome.
Yes, they do. You can see most of them on that Newgrounds and Twitter. I've been gallivanting.
Check it out, dudes. Yeah, you had Tom Fulp like your core art.
I know, that is big. I'm riding that high for like a while. The guy himself, Mr. Newgrounds.
The Tom Fulp. Mr. Fulpin. He's back from his trip on that island. I mean the
He wouldn't.
No, the good one. The one on the Me Island. Not the evil one.
What, Tomodachi Isle?
Yeah. They made Tom Fulp in that one. Yeah, the leader of the evil cult of Newgrounds. I can't imagine Tom Fulp being mean. I just don't believe that. that would be like I don't know. I don't think he's capable of doing harm. Tom Fulp is like an entity of sorts.
Oh, he's like, this is probably a big bar to live up to, but I think he is kind of like a Gabe Newell figure for the artists.
Yeah. He's definitely one of those guys that like
just made like a nice consistent platform.
Yeah.
Like, and it's kind of one of like the standing boulders.
Even though everybody on Newgrounds is evil and only makes content to hurt people.
Except for me.
No, even though Newgrounds everybody on Newgrounds ever is like an agent of evil. And like beats up and kills good guys because they're bad guys. I can't. I'm laughing at my own stupid joke. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I just got the pamphlet last week. They mail it to you when you sign up.
Just Tank Man, but with like evil, angry, furrowed eyebrows. That's fucking like official. This is stupid. If you have a Newgrounds, you should actually be exploded because you're evil.
Blaming all my art.
Don't point out
blowing up my art. No. Holy crap!
Are people flocking to your Newgrounds like they should be?
I know. Yeah, I got 10 more. I got 10 times the amount of followers I did last month. One.
Yay! Oh, what? Wait, what? That math doesn't add up.
It does to me.
Okay, well, fair enough. Does it count if I neglect my Newgrounds account? Yeah, no, see, that's like see what you're doing, Penguin? I see you're taking that uniform off. I need to actually do something by Newgrounds. I need to post my art there more frequently.
need to get back on like the comic, like the whole ass original thing that's like plaster on my Newgrounds element. That's been nothing but core.
Well, hopefully soon once you're done with all... I mean, since you finished all of them, like, honestly, I think soon it wouldn't be a terrible idea for you to get back on that, depending on how, you know... If you do more stuff with a core, that'd be awesome, but... I always encourage you to do your own little... your own thing, too. Like, that is always a good thing to prioritize, is your own creative endeavors.
Yeah. Right now, I kind of do just want to catch up on my model backlog, though. It's just like
so fair.
Taking a break from art for a bit to do up all these orcs I got in core. And...
Taking a break from art to do other art. I mean, that's basically what I do all the time. That's why, like, occasionally it hasn't been as bad, but I don't know. I might draw tonight after stream, depending on how I'm feeling. You know me, Mrs. Pancakes. You don't know me. Okay, well, see, somebody made a Rick and Morty reference, but that was the good Rick and Morty seasons. It does make me sad, because Rick and Morty was really funny at a time. I really did actually like it back in the day.
I like the earlier stuff. Then it kind of got like Dan Harmony.
It's why the third, yeah, I mean, after the third season, and even to an extent in the third season, it got a little... I'm going to refrain from talking about Dan Harmon, because I think of that one video he made, and it's hard for me to not talk about that, and I really shouldn't. Dan Harmon. What a weird sense of humor that guy has. Rick's stupid unibrow makes me lol. I don't know why that was funny.
Yeah, he does have a unibrow. God, I forgot about that.
Rick and Morty restream party in VC after bedtime. Should I give Cortez a bolt pistol or a plasma pistol?
I think you should give him the one that looks more technological and cool.
Yeah. I've been playing Space Marine 1 again, and I just fought... I fought Grimskull. And I forgot, like... I forgot how good, like... Honestly, Space Marine 1, even though I think Space Marine 2 is definitely, like, a technological, like... just overall upgrade over Space Marine 1... Space Marine 2 still, sorry, let me rephrase. Space Marine 1 still feels really good in the modern day. I still think it's a really fun game. And I think some of the weapons feel better in some ways. I will say though, the bolt gun in Space Marine 2 does feel better. But, I don't know. I do hope for Space Marine 3... Even though I wouldn't be opposed to them doing something wacky and, like, having another, like, you know, either... I'm trying to think of what Xenos, because I've always said, like, if they were to do a weird Xenos race, I'd prefer it to be Dark Eldar. I don't think Tau would be particularly fun to fight against. I don't think Necrons would feel good at all to fight against, because it would just be like everything I don't like about fighting Thousand Suns.
Yeah.
Although it would be, some of the fights could be really fun if you had, like, you know, some of the more advanced Necron enemies. But if they just did Orcs again, I'd be a happy camper, because Orcs feel really good.
Orcs are honestly kind of made for that. And I respect that. I feel like Tau, like, they're a bit... I feel like they have a bit too, like... You kind of feel like you're punching down when you're fighting Tau, you know?
Yeah, like...
Like, I don't think that's, like, I don't think that's gonna, like, portray itself as, like, a challenge for somebody playing a Space Marine game.
I don't think the stealth suit, like, even, I think the stealth suits would be, like, the closest thing to, like, feeling like you're fighting a proper, like, you know, whatever. I am kind of with Mets on that, though. I don't really like personality-driven Necrons. It's never really been my thing.
You know what I think would work for Tau, though?
What's that?
If they ever did a Space Marine 1.5 following Titus, like, in the Death Watch, I think, like, putting him against, like, a big Tau threat, like, during that time frame would be an interesting thing to see.
That could be interesting. Because, like, the original plan for, like, the second Space Marine game in the original trilogy that THQ had planned up, it was gonna be Titus and the Death Watch. But the third game would be, like, the cap-off of the trilogy, and Titus supposedly was gonna form his own Renegade chapter.
Like Chaos Renegade?
No, like, Loyalist Renegades.
Oh.
Although I think there was, like, a hint that, like, because originally I don't think Space Marine 1 was ever canon when they first made it. Or it was, like, loose canon because, like, you know...
Loose canon.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking about the loose cannon. Double donks everybody in the crowd. But I think it was kind of implied that they were going to do, like, multiple different endings to kind of, like, fit in with, like, 40K not having a concrete narrative at the time. But, I don't know. I still liked Space Marine 2. I do think the story mode was a little safe. In terms of what they did.
Good moments.
It did have some good moments. I mean, it got me to care that fucking, you know, the fact that Charion is dead and they didn't have any, like, send-off for him. Like, that did make me sad. And honestly, he's one of the only few, like, cases where, like, they actually utilized the stupid lore of the Primaris Marines in a way that actually meant something. I mean, actually, well, because remember how he, like, since he was, like, from Calth when the Word Bearers attacked, he was one of the, like, first Primaris Marines that was, like, unthawed.
Oh.
They actually used it for something, because he, like, you know, he saw through the fucking Chaos Sorcerer's little ruse, because he knew the stain of chaos. That's, like, the only time I can ever really remember them doing something that actually was kind of interesting with that stupid lore. I mean, you can always make the argument that stupid lore should just never be interacted with, and I do agree to a degree. But also, at least they kind of did something interesting. Yeah. But then they killed him off screen.
I don't know. I like when they use every part of the buffalo like that.
Yeah. He did get touched by a Gene Stealer off screen, which is really cool. Everybody was really happy about that.
That's disgusting.
I don't know why they... That was just just unnecessarily cruel. Because, like, everybody, like... I don't know. It just felt like a dick move on purpose. Where the fuck is my sender that's less grit? There we go. Okay, that'll work. I don't even know why, because it seems like... Well, they replaced him with another character that I think also died in the, Didn't that guy also die in the secret level animation? I wonder if that's why they killed off Charion, because they went with the lore that he was one of the first Primaris Marines unthawed. Because they do seem to be kind of, like, stepping away from, like, the Primaris lore and just kind of going with, like, this is just what Space Marines are now. We're not even using the term Primaris anymore. I wonder if that's what it was. Why every other war game suck? Mission. Oh yeah, that cool video. I have to say,
right.
E.
War is the only good war game.
You're right. Yeah, I didn't even watch it all the way through, but I watched like part of that one video that Tom and Don did, where they're just like shitting on like other war games. And I probably should have stuck around to like before I form an opinion, but every time I watch Tom and Don now, I'm just more and more disappointed because they really do seem like... I'm not gonna act like a lore expert, I get stuff wrong all the time. But like, it seems like they haven't interacted with actual Warhammer content in a very long time.
It is a bit of a cruel thing to say, especially the guys putting out like such like neat stuff. Space King 5 is looking awesome, by the way, but
I didn't see that one.
Job.
Yeah, part of me is like, just the way that they talk about Warhammer lore sometimes, it's like, I would expect for like guys that are making a Warhammer parody to know a little bit more about Warhammer.
Well, I think they're aiming like pretty much like pre-2000 like 10 Warhammer.
Yeah.
I don't know like the exact time frame of like when a decline happened, but
I think it is. I think it is AI thumbnails, which is a little... Yeah.
They do, yeah. That is a bit...
I don't dislike them. I don't think they're bad guys. I think like that takes a lot for me. You know, it's just not really... And I do think their content is funny.
Yeah. They're making a cool cartoon, and I want to see more of that cool cartoon. That is my official consensus.
Yeah, I wonder if that's the case. Like, again, I don't care that much. I just don't really watch it because of that. Yeah, I am kind of surprised they do that, though. But it is like, it does seem to be like a growing thing with a lot of artists that they just use AI. Like, it does suck, because sometimes I've seen, like, you know that awful app I told you about that I use sometimes for helping me with, like, YouTube video names and shit? How it, like, generated those weird AI thumbnails for me? And it, like, took Mishmash and made him into, like, a weird wolf thing. Yeah. I almost, like, some of them were, like, actually scarily good in a way. But I was like... Even if this was, like, good on its own, like, I don't know, people can tell when stuff is AI. I don't... I have a pretty keen sense of what is, like, very clearly AI. Oh, they did, like, Conflict 47. Okay, that's cool. Again, I probably should have, like, I should have seen the rest of the video, though.
I kind of just, like, clicked on it. That there's no way they literally ever would, but I kind of just wanted to see if they talked about Core.
No, they didn't. Marshall left a comment on that video asking him to, though, and I don't think these guys are gonna like Core. I don't see Tom and Don being the type to enjoy Core that much. They would just see it and be like, "That looks scary."
Oh, so that yeah, it's just like Jim Henson Anteaters like fighting World War. It's so fucking gay.
I do think they are entertaining sometimes whenever they make videos, but again, it's like
I will say though, Core kind of, you know, low key do look like one of the parody alien species they would have like Psycho Warriors fight. Like,
they kind of do.
Episode. They're a little like dope, but that's what makes them great, you know? I love them because they're like little, just like doopy-doo.
AI generating Mishmash walking into the liquor store. That's so specific.
You don't need to AI generate that, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean, bro? There we go. I'm gonna add a little bit of that.
AI generate me.
AI generate E going to the liquor store and going, yeah.
This all sucks.
You don't drink liqueur, right? I forget.
I don't. No, I do not.
But it's so
Big
good
E.
for you.
Big E don't partake in the hooch.
Why not? It's so good for your belly. It's good for your
I got
belly.
my reasons.
I have my raisins, he says.
Yeah, raisins are better for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of
Taste
this.
like shit sometimes.
Yeah. Look, alcohol is, you know.
It's the devil's water slide.
I don't mind alcohol, but I don't like, you know.
I don't like the way it tastes.
I'm very picky with it.
You're an ale fella from what I've seen, right?
I'm a what? I'm an alfalfa.
You like Angry Orchard.
I do like Angry Orchard. It is quite
Cider,
delightful.
that's the word.
I do like cider. I do like I like certain beers. My favorite beer is Kirin. It's a Japanese beer. But I like I don't know, that's the fun part about visiting Wisconsin. Because I don't get to have it often, but I really like summer shandy.
Favorite part. I may not like regular beer, but I do like root beer. And let me tell you, Wisconsin has something called Sprecher's root beer. It comes in like slightly bigger, like 16-ounce bottles, and it's brewed with honey, and it is so good. Probably my second favorite root beer of all time.
Mm.
First favorite is the generic Aldi's brand that they have.
I can't. Every time I think of Aldi's now, I saw a meme recently, and it's Bart with green skin, and he says "Barm smash," and he's smashing an Aldi's, and Homer is really upset about that.
Not Aldi.
Aldi's, no.
I'm a cowman.
It was so small. It was so...
We had to sell most of Bart.
It's all good, Johnny. You don't have to do that. How you doing, Slimer? I don't really smoke pot. It's not really my thing. That's the problem. I don't have anything against it. I just I
mean, I don't smoke it, but I do like partake in like the edibles every once in a while.
I don't mind them.
Once in a while.
But again, I'll say too, like the only thing I've had, like the only time I've really I stopped doing it purely because it just like makes me not do anything. Like that is my only issue with it. It's not that I'm like, oh, but it's just I just get nothing done. I don't care if people do it though. I really don't. It's not my... Kirin was my first beer I ever had. It is a really good beer with I really like it with like a big yummy meal. Kirin is a very nice beer to complement something salty and savory. I'm trying to think of what this guy should have.
Oh, these core are almost done, actually. I'm just gonna do the dry version. Oh, and the little marks that.
I don't even know what Sterngard veterans use in like 11th edition. I need to like build these for. I need to see what I actually can go with.
I think they're not like heavy bolters, I think.
Yeah, because I have the combi bolter set up in a way that would work. Or the combi heavy bolter rather. I don't know what fucking Space Marines have. Shop all Space Marines. I'm just gonna go buy the picture and I'm gonna vaguely like gesture off of that. Because already my Devastators, I just use what sounds good in the list. I don't usually use what I have them painted as. I don't really care that much. And if somebody does care, I'll punch him in the peener.
I've seen him do it.
I don't think Crackduck will, but if he does, boy howdy, I'm gonna peel him like a dang orange. gonna peel him in like an annoying orange. Where the hell are the stern guards on this stupid site? I don't feel like reaching in. There we go, okay. Oh, that's what they use. Even the new stern guards. Oh boy. They look very... What if your space marine had a cloak around his crotch?
Don't they all?
That's just what stern guards look like. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is like that's the only difference between like stern guard like Primaris in the box compared to like a regular tactical or intercessor, whatever the fuck. There we go. They lost their sauce, dude. They lost their sauce.
But we can make it whole again. We are the we forge our own destiny.
We are the army. Run, run.
We build
we
are the army.
Run. We are the army. I'm so big and stupid and fat. I'm so full from eating a ton of people. I guess an entire army couldn't hurt. Lol, the internet.
Well, 5 o'clock. Well, 5 o'clock.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble.
Isn't this great? Isn't the AI generated Ian Mash stream great?
I love the Hungry Hungry Baby. It's one of my favorite stupid videos. That video is fucking ancient. It's like 2003.
I know. I found that guy's videos. I was like kind of floored to see they were like 14 or 15 years ago.
He predicted the future that the internet would just be furry porn.
I can't believe
that's what he said in the video in like 2003.
Billions must die.
Wow, okay. Well, fucking jeez. No. Going up. He just went for it, huh? That's E's belief system, by the way, everybody.
No, it's not. I was
just it was just a gaffe.
Mitch Mash told me to do it. He held me at gunpoint like we were saying earlier.
No. No, I didn't.
Step 3. Shift blame.
Yells at you. Hollers at you.
Get ready to take the blame, Kif. 3,
Here we go.
2, 1, blame.
I probably should... I said I would do stern guards, but I think this bit works better for the fucking captain. Someone draw a mushroom cloud in the shape of E. I like that idea. Somebody do that.
The mushroom.
I just realized most of the conversion of this arm was not on camera, so I'm gonna... Oh. So now I have to, like, really talk a lot during the video where I'm like, so you missed all this crap, but, you know. I'm doing vague hand gestures because this will be in the video, and I get to talk about it during this part of the video. So now what we're gonna do...
You could do some crazy stuff with your hands, like play rock, paper, scissors with yourself.
It'd be cool. Classic
Flip off the camera for 15 uninterrupted seconds.
Yeah, I'll quote my favorite Luke Skywalker quote.
I'm doing this as hard as I can.
There we go. There we go. So now that we've dremeled out this portion of the gun, that's where we put the Eldar Shuriken cannon magazine. So we're gonna leave that in the bottom here.
Now that I've dremeled out this part of Mishmash's brain, he no longer remembers his name.
It's Gilbert Neum.
Gilbert Bash.
It's no longer Vilbert Neum, it's
Gilbert Neum.
It's Beta Ray Bill.
dry brush this lily pad hat.
There we go. It's a little bent, but we can make this work if we let it sit like that, and then we're gonna. I just realized that Melta is gonna burn that site right off, so we're gonna have to snip that. We can be patient.
No, it's fine. After he fires it, he just gets a new one out of his pocket and fixes it.
He kills another Eldar and just glues it on. Why is painting brown so satisfying? I don't know. I mean, leather is fun to paint. I love painting leather.
Yeah.
It's one of the most, rewarding.
For my orcs, I use Nazarite yellow for the leather on my orcs.
Oh yeah,
It's like a really it's an allegedly yellow contrast paint that works very well.
I do really like snakebite leather, but again, the way that I paint my leather is just mahogany from Procryl is such a strong color. You can get away with just doing whatever with it. And it's a dark enough brown that you can really easily just use Mornfang or a warm chocolatey brown to brighten it up, and then just using kind of an oxidizy orange or rat skin flesh is just such an easy way to get a good leather look, because you just don't have to do much, and I think that's always fun.
I like using Garagax Sewer for a generic leather.
That's a good one.
Things.
I should have cleaned this bit off first before snipping
it's great because it's like that nice shade of brown in between snakebite leather and wildwood. Makes it look very
I like using that for bases. It's a perfect woodland base brown.
Paint little squad markers on these guys.
There we go. Now we got.
I'm excited
Famir.
to finally bring these guys to a game sometime.
I thought about doing a Famir video, but I know for a fact, I don't know. I think the consensus on the Famir is I remember watching a clip about it, how they're problematic or whatever, but I don't know, dude. To me, I view it as, the grimdark fantasy setting is grimdark.
Grim and or dark.
I'm not going to explain what they do that made them not a thing anymore, and why we'll never see them again. But I don't. It also sucks because they are such a unique design. It is kind of a shame that they just got axed. Because again, I do think from a perspective of, yeah, it's a grimdark messed up setting. I don't know, dude. I never once did I think, I think Warhammer Fantasy should be watered down in a way that well, now everybody's just going to complain about Age of Sigmar if I say that.
Oh, we'll pop the floodgates.
There we go. Move that a little bit, and then we're gonna.
There.
Now the Famir are evil. They're one of the most evil concepts they could have come up with, but again, it's a fucking evil grimdark setting. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Isn't that what the Drukhari do, but you're too chicken to say it out loud? I mean, it all comes back to already they were kind of wanting to make Warhammer more accessible to people. Yeah, see, every time Warhammer talks about what Hansu does to ladies, that's propaganda to make all the Warhammer enjoyers on the planet do that. I don't know if you guys knew that. Warhammer is all about propaganda.
Yeah. what it says.
Every Warhammer book is designed to make you be exactly like the characters in the books.
Yeah, I'm like Gutrot Spew.
All of my role models come from Warhammer.
Wow, this guy, Erebus, he just sucks. He's just like me, for real.
Yeah. My hero.
I think I can get behind this guy.
He's on his grind. He's a hard worker.
Yeah.
I put down my baby flaying knife to watch this stream. I'm glad. I'm glad that I'm worthy for you know. I tried to be like Hansu and all I got was a human baby. Yay. Oh god. Oh lord. That's the thing is like again, I actually think I kind of want to buff this out a little bit. Because his arms are a little. Well, that's the thing is like Warhammer. It is weird because like even the like Mr. Bones did a video on the Warhammer Kids books that they made back in the day.
God, yeah.
Well, it is kind of surprising because those books are like surprising. Like, there's a lot of like just child death in those books, like an awful lot. They're not great books, but they're not like, you know.
I do like, in a weird way, I do kind of respect the effort. Like, it's just like it's a challenge to say the least. Like putting like this world into that format.
I think it was good. Yeah, and it's not like
something you see at like a Scholastic book fair.
Yeah,
exactly. Like right between Captain Underpants and a Big Nate collection.
Well, that's the thing is, I think honestly, those books would have done better if they didn't have like that fuck ass art style on the cover. People just literally like classic example of wow, I get it. Don't judge a book by its cover. Well, fucking, then how am I supposed to know if I want to read it or not? Like, again, you should have a good cover. Iconic book covers are important. But, like, I don't know. Yeah, it really does look like it's just shitty, like, Tumblr art. But the books aren't terrible. The story isn't terrible. It's not good, I don't think. But it's not like, No, I think that is the thing is like every time Warhammer waters down what makes it like unique, because like again, one of the things that does appeal to Warhammer with them wanting to I mean it's basically like all but like verbally said Warhammer wants to be, or Games Workshop wants Warhammer 40K to be like every Blizzard property ever where, you know,
yeah,
it's the popular thing and it's the popular setting, but like the main appeal is how fucked up the setting is, and the more that they like twist away from that, the more it's like, oh, people aren't going to be into it. I'm trying to think of where to go from here with this pose, because this is an interesting pose. He's a little like, he's kind of leaning into it. I'm almost tempted to have like another arm reaching around. But also for a captain, I kind of want to have him like do a heroic, you know, like
maybe like maybe put his fist like either in the air.
That's
like he's signaling something.
I was thinking of maybe giving him the Xenophase blade.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I love those things.
I wouldn't mind also giving him a power fist though, because I think a power fist is always, I love power fists. But also, Xenophase blade would look really cool. You know what? We're gonna do a Xenophase blade for him. Although, I don't know, I should probably save some of my Xeno stuff for the Sternguard veterans too. I don't know. Maybe a poll. Do I have any other Power Fists though?
Ugh.
I don't know. I kind of want to do that though. We'll do the Xenophase blade for the captain. Plus, it would be an opportunity to paint it like pink or something to contrast with the or orange to contrast with his armor.
I think pink would pop against that green.
Power Fist is epic, but also I wouldn't mind running a Power Fist for my. Do I have a PO box? I do not, but. I've been tempted to ask Crack if I can just have people send stuff to his PO box because he doesn't really use it. I'll ask him sometime. I think that would be funny. Crack wouldn't hate me if I asked him for that.
No.
Where's the head I wanted?
Crack is a kind and understanding person.
Not when he's drunk.
Or off his meds.
Crack doesn't drink. That's the best part. I love lying about my friends and controlling them.
Controlling their minds.
Controlling their tiny minds. I've seen some YouTubers have to clarify to their audience after saying something good about the Imperium that they don't condone the Imperium.
Like it's a real thing.
Fucking, I'm gonna be so real. I hate saying this because again, like, it is like, it's the result of like YouTube commenters are like usually their own species. But like some of the things I see in YouTube comments, like I've talked about this multiple times on stream. I think most people that comment are like impulsive and have like mushy, rotten watermelon brains.
Yeah, I think they just like enter a fugue state. Like I don't remember half the comments I put on your videos. I kind of black out and then there's something.
Yeah, because it's just something you probably wrote in like a quick moment, but like some people really do. Like I remember sometimes I do understand 100% because like if you mess up terminology in a Warhammer video, people are so eager to correct
They'll haunt you.
Yeah, no. And I do it a lot. And like, you know, when you're recording, sometimes it is easy to just like forget because there's so many things to learn and so many things to remember. Like honestly, Warhammer lore, I'm a lot more. Some are egregious where I like said like the Star Phantoms got their asses kicked by the Marines Malevolent when it was totally the other way around. That is just me being fucking. That is just me not doing my due diligence. Like that is just. That is, there's no excuse around that. I just fucked up. But like other times it's like you referring to that dreadnought in that instance, even though you referred to it correctly in the other instance as this, really hurt. On combi bolters. What was that even in reference to, Mets? I don't even remember that part of the video.
I gotta say, I'm happy that combi weapons actually do the combi part now in this new edition. I don't know why they took that away.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask, what do people think of the new combi weapons for Heresy? Because they look a little weird.
I've seen them.
The shotguns look really weird to me. I think the Astarte shotgun. I mean, I will give the excuse that like it is Heresy, so they are gonna have just better tech overall. Combi bolter? A storm bolter. Yeah, it's a storm bolter. I gave him a storm bolter though. I have the model right here. I built it as just a storm bolter. So you were wrong. Ooh. 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 Matt's got corrected.
Ooh. Matt's was wrong.
Those are two bolt guns next to each other.
He's flawed.
That's a combi bolter?
Is there something that makes combi bolters and storm bolters different?
It's the same shit, different day. They're two bolters next to each other, so isn't that just a storm bolter? I feel like this is a technicality thing.
Oh boy, started a war.
The Chaos Terminators use combi bolters. A storm bolter is a different weapon. So wait. Okay. Okay, well then I'll go. I see Jude. I trust Jude, so I guess I am wrong. But also, I feel like I don't know. That is all the more I feel like, you know what? I think I'm right in this scenario because I'm the streamer, and E, back me up here.
Yeah.
E, kill Mets with a big rock.
You got it. Mets, come here. I got something to show you.
Oh, you know what? Actually, that works. I like that explanation. Unkill Mets.
Okay.
It's not a technicality. The storm bolter was invented after the heresy. You know what? That is a good explanation. All right, I'll take that. I 100% take that. A combination of bolter as another weapon. Okay.
See, we're all learning new things.
Well, that is interesting. Actually, I did not know that. So that is
I'm pulling you out of that pit, Mets. Get out of there.
Also, at the same time, I want to build more Terminators. I need to build some Terminators for my my Void Phantoms. I really like the fucking the Chaos Terminator models are just absolutely perfect. I love those models so much. I like the idea of E being your big scary henchman. Yeah, he's like E, you're like what's his name from Flushed Away? His name Whitey?
White.
Yeah,
Whitey. You keep your legs straight.
That makes me happy. I like that. that actually is perfect. Should draw that. I'll admit the difference is pretty hazy. Yeah, but you know what? That is I'm not like all jest aside. That is a good way of like. That is good lore though. Yeah. Combi bolters are twin linked and rapid fire. Storm bolt. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? That actually is like a good difference though. See, that is the difference between me knowing my like lore stuff and like, or not, well, still lacking lore stuff, but also I would know that better if I played more of the game. Combi bolters is for chaos, storm bolters for loyalists. Good to know. Are Terminators even worth taking for Chaos Marines? I remember Crack telling me that, like, the only so I do want to actually get some Terminators for my Sons of Medusa because one of the character models, or the only character model that I have a couple, but Kanik Var is only really good if you have other Terminators with him.
Wait, are you saying Chaos or normal?
Kanik Var, the Iron Hands character, because I have him for my army. I ran him when I played against you. The way his rules go, you're really supposed to just run him with other Terminators, and I ran him with a Devastator squad.
Yeah, we were doing a bit of like a homebrew.
Yeah, it was a weird game.
Yeah. You got, like, you kept, like, mixing up the points. It was like, do you think you can bump up the list, like, and I just, like, pull them out. My thing like a magic hat. Like, well, looky here.
You did have a ton of shit with you. That's the thing is I kept so since the new rules for the land speeder are pretty similar to the old ones, I'm just running it as that. And I ran my trike as the ATV. And that thing is still pretty damn good because it's basically just like a new version of the trike, and it's one of the few. Even though I like the trike infinitely more. Anyway, the 30k shotguns don't really look the way they established 30k shotguns are supposed to look. I think they almost look good. Like, I really like the muzzles that they have, but they look a little... Yeah, I like it better when they're boxy. I'm giving a little credence because at the same time, this is the Horus Heresy, so the guns are going to look more like... They're probably going to look a little bit more advanced. But at the same time, too, I like when I like that the older designs... I might break out my codex for this if I have it easily accessible. But, like, the old designs that we saw for the armor throughout the ages before, like, Heresy kind of redefined what Mark II looks like, what Mark III looks like, multiple times for Mark III. Like, I liked when the bolt guns were just these huge, like, even bigger boxes. I don't know. And I think the Astartes shotgun is just such an interesting look that I think when they go way too advanced with it, it's like, it just looked weird to me.
It kind of stops looking like a shotgun and looks more like...
It just doesn't look very, like, space. It doesn't really look like Warhammer to me. Like, it just looks too detailed.
It looks kind of Votanny, actually.
It does. I have a ton of old Mark III. I have a ton of, Burning a Prospero Mark III that I'm planning on painting for an army. I don't know what army I plan on for it, but actually I wouldn't mind using some of my Deathwatch stuff for I need to use more of the Deathwatch stuff for these guys, for the veterans. I just think that makes more sense. I have some.
I like the spikes.
No, you can't have any. You greedy, greedy boy.
But they're cool, and they taste so good.
I've heard good things about the Arbitrators. My friend, Heydog, says they're pretty good. Although the only downside is the box. You have to buy, like, multiple ones to get everything that you want to run with it. Which is stupid. Unless I'm remembering incorrectly on what that is. I saw Arbitration and I thought Arbites. Because I know that their technical kill team name is the Exaction Squad. Have they never made a Luna Wolves transfer sheet? I feel like they probably did that back when Forge World was a thing.
Seems like something Forge World would do.
It is weird looking back in time when they used to have, like, stuff for Bad Ab War where you could get a Huron, or Luft Huron, or whatever you want to pronounce them as. I do kind of fuck with the new combi weapons. I like that they have the Owen gun design. Like the top mag, I think is fun. Because I love that a lot of Dark Angels weapons have that. You know, the stupid fucking impossibly designed, like, bullpup design for bolt guns where there's no way that the magazine would be able to feed properly.
That combi plasma is still, like, probably one of my favorite weapon diagrams.
I'm not like a huge gun guy, but I know enough that, like, I like it because of how much it annoys my friends that are into guns big time. Like, it really makes gun autists mad in a funny way. Because I like me some guns. I think they're fun. I shouldn't say that on a stream, I guess. I don't know if that's bad. But, like, it is funny to see how much it annoys some of my friends that are, like, really into that stuff. Because it's like, hee hee hee. There's no reason for you to get mad. It's literally a fantasy world. It's made by British people.
I know. It's 2 layers of not knowing how guns work.
Exactly.
Being a fantasy writer and being British.
Yeah. I will drink Tamiya. The new Heresy combis are so dumb. I like them. I think they're fine for the most part. The shotguns I'm not a fan of, but I like the combi weapons. I think they're a little too smooth, but that goes for the rest of, like, Horus Heresy designs. I'm already, like, used to that. I'm like, I just expect that. And it's not like I would buy it anyway. Like, the only reason I would ever have one is if I ordered one on eBay to have for a character model. No other way am I going to spend like $48 for a bunch of arms. Fuck that.
Alright. I just gotta wait for the acrylic grayer.
They should.
Dry, and these guys will be done.
40k weapons should be impractical and stupid. It's just, it wouldn't be the setting if everything was realistic. And that's what I hate about 40k now, is like they keep trying to make things look realistic in a way that's like unflattering. It's why I like Darktide is a great example of not compromising to that crap, because it's still like competently animated but still keeps with the the lore. Oh yeah, this is a thing that I wanted to ask, because I was talking to Crack about this. Not that I expect anybody in here too much to be like super into Helldivers. What did you guys think of the Meltagun in Helldivers being a beam? Because a lot of people were pretty like split on that. And I thought that was interesting, because I remember plenty of 40k games back in the day depicting it as that, and a lot of books saying like, yeah, that's exactly what that is.
I mean, everything I've seen of it is just like it's like a straight, like, concentrated ray of fire.
Yeah, Space Marine 1, if I remember correctly, was like the first time they deviated. Yeah. But they like deviated from that design philosophy, because it was more of like a silly, because they made it like a shotgun.
And I think the thing I most remember it being depicted in is that bolt gun game.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a big red ray of doom.
Well, you know what I think of whenever I think of the beam style one? I think of the lava gun from good old Ratchet and Clank.
Man.
I remember being a young lad playing the third game, and my mom got really mad at me. Because she was like, what are you playing? And I said, Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, and it didn't click with me that it was a joke about going up your butt.
Oh.
And she was like, don't say that. And I was like, what? And she didn't explain it to me. She just got mad at me.
I remember having the demo for Up Your Arsenal, and
it was a fun
I had a lot
game.
of fun with it. Yeah.
I love the old Ratchet and Clank games.
Should try them out at some point. I remember getting to the end of 1, and I never really beat it. I started playing 2, but overall, Sly Cooper kind of had me a bit more.
That's fair.
It's fucking good. I want to make a game like that someday.
That would be interesting with your art style, too. I think that would be cool. I don't think we're ever Sly Cooper is one of those games that I'm like... I know it was like kind of niche back in the day.
Going Commando was cool.
But yeah, it just seems like it makes me sad. Then again, I don't think they would do it right anyway. Insomniac is
it had Sucker Punch.
Oh, it was Sucker Punch. I thought it was Insomniac.
Yeah. Insomniac was Ratchet and Clank.
Oh. Yeah. Weird.
Oh, they had to make a new IP because Spyro couldn't hold a gun.
I can't think of Spyro anymore, and it's not because of that other evil thing. It's that fucking GIF I made.
Now, Sly Cooper, like it pretty deliberately like had a 3-part story, and once that was done, it did leave like that little thing at the end. But the 4th game was made by an entirely different team, and boy, does it show.
I remember hearing about that because I never played it, but I remember like my one friend that liked Sly Cooper was not a happy camper during that game's release.
Yeah. I
detest that GIF. I just
it had long, strong characters who had like arcs that they had pretty clearly gone through in the past games, and the new one kind of just really did not do justice to that. Like, it flanderized a lot of things and concepts and made a lot of really weird and bad decisions.
it wasn't so. I'm not saying that like during the console wars time of that generation, if I remember correctly, the PS3 was that not like the because I think Xbox 360 outsold the PS3 during that time, and we fucking annihilated both of them. Like, Wii was everywhere, if I'm remembering correctly. I mean, I liked all the systems. I played all of them growing up, so I didn't really have a loyalty to any of them.
The thing is, I think during that era, Sony was kind of also competing with itself, because that was around the same time they were trying to break into the handheld market with the PS Vita.
Yeah.
And, like, they kind of like Bull Moose partied themselves by, like, having an also viable option. But, you know, it just kind of, like, divided it, because, like, half the PS3 games that came out also had, like, a little version that also came out on the Vita, whatever the hell it's called.
I had a Vita. I still have my Vita. I need to hack that thing, because I also have an original PSP. But because recently I was talking to a friend about hacking my old 3DS, because it would be really easy.
That's what everyone says. I have a 2DS.
The Vita was so cool too. That was another thing that sucked, is the Vita was like a pretty powerful little machine. Yeah, it was good. It also, for some reason, and I'll say this, so my favorite Mortal Kombat game of all time is MK9. PS Vita is literally the best version of Mortal Kombat 9 because, I mean, graphically, obviously not, because it's a fucking, you know, it's a handheld console, but it has every character, so you can still play as Kratos, which was locked to the PlayStation consoles. But also, they added in more content, there were more skins. It was just, like, I remember, I don't know, I think also another thing that I liked about, like, PlayStation during that time, too, and you could also say this for, like, the Wii, of course, because, you know, the motion controls, for better or for worse, created a lot of weird gimmicky games. But there were so many, like, weird, like, PlayStation titles. Like, I loved Patapon. Patapon was such a fun game.
I wish more things, like, reached out to third-party studios.
Yeah.
Like, the way they did back then. Like, stuff, like, the Wii had some nice things. I've talked about Mushroom Men before, even though it's kind of a 6 out of 10 game. I don't know, it's just cool, like, seeing like, them promoting kind of an equal chance. Like, stuff like The Blob, that was great.
Oh, yeah. Not to stereotype my friend, but I didn't know that verbally. I didn't know that consciously. But that makes a lot of sense that you were like, I've never met a De Blob fan, but that makes sense to me for some reason.
I mean, I can't.
That's a good thing.
That was kind of the biggest inspiration for, like, the little guy I got.
I mean, the art style is probably why I, like, immediately am like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
You know, one of the guys who worked on that game made Hollow Knight.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. I never played Hollow Knight. I feel bad for never giving it a shot, because a lot of people I know told me it would be good, but I never quite played it.
So, it is a good game, but it's definitely made to hook, like, a certain kind of person. It's kind of tough.
That's fair. Because I was actually, I don't know why.
It's not like tooth grinding or anything, unless you really want it to be with, like, the DLC. But you'll get what you want out of it. is my consensus.
Killzone was a really weird franchise because every time, like, the last Killzone game, without a doubt, was the best Killzone game in terms of gameplay. Playing the old Killzone games on PS3, I remember at the time I was like, this is so fucking cool looking that I didn't register that the gameplay was not that great. But if you go back and play Killzone, that game has not, like, the PS3 Killzone games, they have not aged terribly well. The lore is so dumb. I like this stupid lore of Killzone. I think it's fun, but like the actual gameplay is just. PlayStation had a lot of great games. Now, PlayStation was fun. Like, PlayStation had, like, just especially niche, weird, like, Japanese games. Like, Catherine comes to mind, if you guys remember that one.
Gurdy. Well, it's more PlayStation 2.
I remember all the weird, like, indie games, too. Like, I remember Fat Princess. That was a tower defense game back in the day, and she was actually deemed worthy enough to join PlayStation All Stars. If you remember that awesome title.
I've seen her in that, but I had like no idea what the hell.
It was kind of a fun little tower defense game, but you basically it was you control like an army of knights and wizards and like little guys, and you're defending the enemy's princess, and you literally fatten her up so they can't carry her away. It was a really weird gimmick. Yakuza, yeah, of course. I mean, Yakuza's, yeah. I suppose even though Yakuza has broken into memes, I don't know a lot of people that actually play Yakuza, so I'm gonna... Haze! Haze was a really interesting concept for a game. It just wasn't very good. I really liked the concept, though. I really liked the art style. I remember being a little kid really wanting to like Haze. But I never, I still, like, I remember... I liked the art style enough that I remember, like, that I drew, like, a ton of art based on, like, the designs. Killzone Halo with drugs. That is basically what that game is. Way of the Samurai, classic, total classic. I was talking to Kylan.
It was also...
No, go ahead.
I'd say it was also a golden age for, like, movie tie-in games, too.
Yeah, I would agree.
So I just want to segue out that I loved Wallace and Gromit Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
That was a good game. That was a really fun game.
Fucking good.
I remember I loved that game. I liked shooting using the suction gun and just beating people in the face with like milk bottles in the street.
Oh, you could just like hit them too.
There are no consequences to my actions. I loved that game. That was a lot of fun.
I think I've 100%ed it like 3 times.
I did play Singularity. Yeah, you do, like, I think, Haze would have been more interesting if you just continue playing as the bad guys. Or, like, had the choice to be good or bad. I think that would have been way more interesting. Oh, dude, Resistance. That game gave me nightmares, and I loved it. I remember the not fully chimerad guys that had, like, the blunt teeth, that were, like, they're basically the equivalent of like Combine stalkers, but I remember so vividly having just terrible nightmares because of them, and because I was a weird little kid that liked being scared by things, I kept playing the game. I remember I had fond memories of playing that with my dad. I loved that game. That was a really fun title because it wasn't the gameplay again. Like a lot of those shooters for like console, if you played them now on if you had a PC port, they would feel fucking terrible. And it also speaks to why like Call of Duty and a lot of those other shooters like stood out and like continued as a franchise, because at the time there were so many shooters like that had great concepts for like story, but were not very good at executing, you know, the actual gameplay elements. But it was still a lot of fun. I liked the concept a lot. I remember on my Steam, General Hale was my avatar for a long time because I thought he looked cool. That was a good era of PS3 where every character in a game was a shaved head white guy. I can think of two now that I think of it. I can only think of Cole and General Hale. But you know what? That's two of them.
It's 2 nickels.
You're right. I sure did only bring up 2 examples. Infamous. Well, yeah, that's what I was referring to. I liked Infamous as well. I liked the I wish we got another Infamous game, because I remember I loved the PS4 game, and it was such a... It is really weird that that game did not... I don't know if it just didn't do well, if I remember correctly, but like, that game was one of the most pretty titles for the PS4, because it was a launch title, and it utilized tech for the PS4 that I don't remember any other game really utilizing, and it was the they used the ability that the PS4 had to like really generate good what's the term I'm looking for? Fuck. Like the
haptic.
Not haptic. God, what is wrong with me? Particle effects. Sorry, particle effects. Because like the effects that they used for like the neon abilities, like that still to this day looks beautiful. And it's because the PS4 had a lot of hardware built, like software and hardware built for that kind of stuff. But no game really took advantage of that for whatever reason after, like, the first Infamous game for PS4, or the only Infamous game for PS4. I remember that being a really weird thing to me, because it's like, not that, I mean, I don't know, most games utilized the consoles of that era to the best of their ability, but it was always like, how come a launch title looks better than like 90% of the other games, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's what they're doing now with PS5, even though not as many people are playing consoles anymore, because for one, they're expensive, but for two, like, it's just PCs, you know.
Physical.
Yeah. But like,
if you're gonna download games, why not just get a computer?
Yeah. Smoke Lady. Oh yeah.
Thoughts on Plock? Music goes hard. Have not played game.
What about Guitar Man? Well,
Played Oddworld.
Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. That's that just goes without saying at this point, I think. Although a lot of people are posers about that game, it is awesome, but you should play it because it's on Steam. If you haven't played Metal Gear Revengeance, give it a try. It's worth your time, and it's probably cheap on Steam. Hopefully it is. It's like a fucking 9 million year old game now, so. Command and Conquer. I liked Red Alert back in the day. Mostly because I love Tim Curry. I do wish we got more games like that. I was playing some of the old Warhammer games, and I do really miss that like style of game where they just had like real cutscenes of physical props. Like, we don't really get those anymore. I think that's such a fun concept. It is a shame about Tim Curry, but he seems to be doing better. I just want him to do better, and that's that he does seem to be... Now that he can talk again, like, again, any other way, I'd prefer if that he just never went through that, but I'm glad he's at least recovering. Yeah. I can't think of Metal Gear Revengeance without thinking of fucking Genesis Valentine.
I can't think of Metal Gear Revengeance without thinking of Homestar Runner inventing the word revengeance full.
I knew that Metz was gonna have like a bitch fit about 3. I knew it. Metz, you opinionated little whore. I didn't have any other word. I just might as well go with it at this point.
You call him a whore?
I called him a whore.
Oh.
You
whore.
You whore. Sorry, a little Unreal Tournament reference for you. It's okay, I'm swearing at you, but it's an Unreal Tournament reference.
Victory gum. The last gum you'll ever need.
Yay, I'm glad Frylock's doing good. There's no excuse for them to be in that situation, though. It's so fucking stupid.
God, the guy who voices Brack, too. Like, he's doing fucking Amazon deliveries now.
You should play Armed and Dangerous someday. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Oh, I saw a video on Armed and Dangerous. I think you'd get a kick out of that game.
I'll have to take a gander.
It is silly.
What should I use for his power pack? I don't have any... I should probably look for some in my... I wouldn't mind using one of my...
Mish, have you seen any of the... Do you have any experience with the Oddworld, the games?
I never played them personally, but I watched a friend play them a while ago.
They're pretty cool.
They are fun.
I've been thinking about Stranger's Wrath again lately. Might want to go through that one.
It does seem fun. I do need to give it a try, like for my own experience. Because again, like I said, I just watched a friend play it, and I don't think it's the same, but yeah. They're cute. I like the world. Some people got really upset that I called them backpacks once. Let's call them backpacks.
I always call them backpacks.
They're actually, in lore, I believe they're called tiny little backpacks for little babies. Parentheses, the people that enjoy specifically what Metz likes. That's what it says in the codex.
They're called Metz packs. Because inside is his brain.
Oh my god.
Cloned 1 billion times over.
I just realized I don't want this pauldron. I also don't like the way that I glued this arm. I glued this like an imbecile. So I'm gonna actually snip this away. And I also want to give him a longer arm, because I don't think this looks quite right. So we're actually gonna tear this guy apart a little bit. And we're going to cut the arm free and use one of the Primaris arms. Or no, I'm gonna use one of the Red Corsair's arms, because I think that would work better, just size-wise.
Size-wise.
There we go. Nice little indent there, and we're gonna cut down the piece on the joint, and it cuts perfectly. I'm going to... There we go. Perfect. We're gonna use a different arm from the set.
Starting up work on my last 2 Gloamers.
Yay!
Like the standard squad of them.
Mish is Purple Stinky Pete? What the fuck does that mean?
Purple?
Yeah, that works.
We can just say things.
We should just say things more often. More lies.
I've buried 4 pounds of gold in one of our lucky viewers' backyards.
in one of our lucky viewers' butts.
Start digging in, yo.
Exactly. Get to it, everybody. He's clearly green. You guys have bad eyeballs.
Say you'll be green.
Say you'll be green. Night after night, my heart beats so happy. Will men at work? Where the fuck are the arms? Hey, where'd you put my fucking arms?
I thought you had them.
Oh, you bastard in a basket. Yeah. Purple is the color of royalty. Yeah, Mr. Beast is in the chat. Holy crap. Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
No, this is Mr. Meast. He actually takes money from you.
That's cool.
You have to pay him.
I don't like Mr. Meast. Not even a little bit.
Today, I trapped Mishmash in the warp for $40,000. Oh, man, you gotta pay him $40,000. And he traps you in the warp.
Oh.
He sells the hot.
Blocked.
He sells the hot energy drink called Emerp, which is prime backwards.
My name is Emerp, and I am hydrating you properly.
My name is Mishmash, the Kit Bash, the old schooler.
I'll bring it to your... I think I
Big
fucked up because that pose was good. Me promise what you see. Big E, make that get the honey he. Driving in my car.
Driving like a star. Diddle-diddle-diddle.
I like the movie version. That one is good. I need to watch the Aqua Teen movie again because it's like... It does make me sad because apparently the guy that... Dave Willis, the guy that does Carl and Meatwad and Ignicknot, he does not like the movie. He did not... He thought the original Aqua Teen movie was not good. And I'll be 100 with you. The movie they did to like bring it back recently, like it was like a few years ago. That was terrible.
Yeah.
That was really bad.
It was bad because they tried.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
why
they tried to make it like a big like spectacle with an actual story. That's not what Aqua Teen is.
It felt like anti-comedy almost. Like they did it like purposely. I don't know. It was like it was just poop. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why. Like,
I think what they should do for any Aqua Teen movie in the future is just like get like 3 random episodes from a season and just like stitch them together. That's your movie. 30 minutes.
No, the movie had like a theatrical release, and it kind of like it didn't really do well. But like, of course, it wouldn't. But the original movie was like perfect because it really was just like it. But it did work in long form. The original movie worked in long form. The original movie was like the perfect thing for an Aqua Teen movie because like they made up lore only to totally disregard it after the fucking.
Yeah, that's how you do an Aqua Teen movie.
Yeah, everything resets. That's part of the charm is that like characters will just die. Steve died in the movie, and then no, he didn't. I think they stopped using Dr. Weird after the movie, which was weird. I don't know. I don't know why they thought getting rid of him made sense.
I think they killed him.
Well, the voice actor did die.
Just come back. Oh yes, you see Martin Croker.
Because he
was
did.
Was that him?
yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot when people thought the Moonanite symbols were like bomb threat things.
My God.
That was insane. I totally forgot about all that.
Average Bostonian intelligence.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. No, the movie was like profoundly nothing in the best way, which is it doesn't. Aqua Teen Hunger Force is never an idea that you purposely try with. I don't know what they thought was going to happen if they purposely did something with like an idea in their heads. Because it just wasn't even funny. Like they like made characters up just to do nothing. It was stupid.
Be an hour and a half of Carl suffering and Dana Snyder berating a meatball.
That is true. He just made up the... Even though you're not supposed to make a formula, he made a proper formula that works. That would have been better than the thing that we got. when the milkshake will not be nice to the meatball.
God, I'm trying to think of like one thing to quote, but like there's just so many.
Oh
no, just like from the series.
Dancing is forbidden.
Here, man, and the guy in here, the Bible.
That says the Bible.
You question the words of the mighty Jimmy? You want to kneel down and pray right friggin' now.
I'm thinking of like. I'm trying to think of like, I really liked how the old seasons felt, where it felt like surreal. Like it didn't feel like a real show. I really like the first, and like the first few seasons are some of my favorites because of how weird they are. There's just a weird like energy that I can't describe.
I don't like the earliest episodes when like they still think they're like detectives or superheroes or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I mean, it's good that they did change from that, but I kind of would like to see, like, how that dynamic would work. Like, Frylock being, like, kind of oblivious, but still, like...
Yeah, Frylock is, like, a totally different character after a while.
Yeah. It's like, I wonder who killed Carl's car. Like, he plays, like, everything straight.
A car cannot be killed. It was murdered.
But like, or yeah, like 5 episodes in, he's just like kind of over the bullshit, which I suppose is still funny in its own right.
There is kind of like that is a good way of describing it, though. Like it is similar to like Xavier Renegade Angel, where I remember the first time I watched an episode of it. Like, I know it's like lame to say, but I remember being like really. I was a young lad, and I was like. That, like, kind of hurt my brain. That was so weird. But I enjoyed it. It was the episode where that, like, German guy needs a friend, and he tries to become his friend.
My God, he, like, turns himself inside out.
Yeah.
Repeatedly throughout the episode, by the way.
Yeah, I remember being, like, probably... I mean, I watched Adult Swim way too young anyway. But I remember,
we
like...
didn't have cable.
Yeah, it was... Well...
But I did have YouTube, and boy, did they sneak their way on there.
If Home Movies made a live-action TV series, would you watch it? That'd be fucking weird. I cannot picture... That's like something you would see in like a weird AI short where it like... They like take like the characters from the show. This is what they would look like if they were real. that would...
like dead-eyed CGI.
Yes, puppets. Where they're like walking towards the screen.
Oh, there it is. Trying to find it.
I wouldn't want that to happen.
Oh. Live action Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Didn't they have a live action episode? No, that was Aqua Teen Hunger Force, not Home Movies.
Yeah.
Aqua Teen had an episode where John Benjamin played Shake. So technically, it was. I even remember the advertising for that episode. They said Coach McGurk is going to be Shake. Like that's how they built it up. My dad quoted that episode. Yeah, he was like, my dad randomly texted me, brownish is my favorite damn color, so quit talking about my damn ball. I don't know what prompted it. He must have just watched the episode. I forgot T-Pain was fucking Frylock.
Damn.
I liked the live action episode. It was really weird. The guy that they got to play Carl was perfect.
Yeah, no, they held like a contest for that, if I remember correctly.
Get the fuck off me. I remember
watching a clip where Carl like tackles somebody, but instead of like him actually doing it, they just turn his fucking image sideways and he just like headbutts.
Is it where he? Oh yeah. What episode was that? I know what you're talking about.
I forgot the episode, but it was like might have been one of the earlier ones. But he just shoots out of the left side of the screen like a rocket.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I can't remember what the episode is.
You transcended a level of rage.
Yeah, his hands are still on his hips when he does it. I forgot about that.
Get on my friggin' pool.
I think that was another thing with the movie too, where they like made the animation good. Aqua Teen is like, in my opinion, I think Aqua Teen is like good because you can just listen to it like a podcast and it's basically the same show. Like the animation is so bad that like, besides
they do the same like, you know, you see like the Frylock do his raise eyebrow expression. You see Shake like.
I will stop what I'm doing to watch Carl when he runs across his yard to meet Dusty Gazangas.
Yeah.
But would you rather paint Savage Dragon or the Flaming Carrot miniatures? Let me see the Flaming Carrot minis. I'll look those up really quick.
I did like Carl's Stone Cold Lock of the Week mini.
That was fun.
They really just. We need Carl. We need more Carl.
Do they have miniatures, or is that just a hypothetical? The original is unmatched in terms of the intro, but of the later... There we go. Oh.
Never works. Okay,
oh, come on.
Are we back?
It says reconnection successful. Come on. Reconnect. Yes!
We gotta get back to Dog on Jude Black for saying this sucks. Yeah. We heard you. We gotta use our dying breath.
It's trying again. It keeps reconnecting and disconnecting. What is happening? Okay. I mean, we're gonna stop soon anyway, but like, come on, we gotta have an outro.
Yeah. You gotta say the line.
I do have to say the line. But yeah, I think the one that I remember, I did not like Aqua something, you know, whatever. That was my least favorite of the new intros. But the original is unparalleled. The original is iconic. I don't know. Like, I remember I liked Unit Patrol, but I did not like... Did they do any other ones? No, they did Aqua Teen Forever was probably my least favorite. I did not like that one. And that was like the final season.
That was like the high budget looking one, right?
Yeah, and I did not like that.
I appreciate how much effort they put into it.
Yeah.
But it would I think that probably would have been good for like a one-off special or like even the movie probably. But
even
yeah.
the movie version was like, it looked like it looked bad in a good way because it was like folk art style, and it was like animated by like a third party because it was a fan animation, if I remember. You know what? The best version of the Aqua Teen intro is the movie version because it's just the original one with like more. Like there's an additional set of lyrics, and yeah.
They truly were an Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
This is true.
They had a good run. Kind of weird near the end when, like, they started over-animating things.
Agweed.
I do like the episodes where, like, Carl kind of gets along with Meatwad, too.
Yeah, where he gets killed by Willie Nelson.
Sure.
We're gonna son. That's another like dumb line that I love is Meatwad saying he knows where he lives. He knows where Shake lives. We're gonna scare him good. That's so stupid and so nothing. But it always made me laugh that it's like, well, the guy with the robot legs. Yeah.
Thousands of years ago.
Thousands of years ago into the future, the Horus Heresy was fucking stupid.
You should have gotten a snack. I'm not finished.
Yeah, I know it's been a long time, or it's been a while, but I'm not gonna, like, get humped by a giant red gorilla in space. I like that they made Danzig like fucking 6'8" because he was like apparently a little baby about it. Danzig in real life is 5'3", and he got like upset that like they depicted him accurately. I love the Misfits, but he's such a baby. Danzig is such a fucking manlet in every way. And I love the Misfits, but holy crap. Danzig, yeah, he's also like, I don't know, man. He's such a fucking character, and not really in a good way.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Everybody without a gun or a knife or a spear, get the out of here.
I forgot about that. I forgot when... That was a fucking weird episode. That was a really bizarre episode.
Mish, I thought you were a varmint.
I totally forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. Well, that episode is one of my... Oh, go ahead.
Alien was kind of weird.
Because I love Matt Berry, but it was just like... There's a lot of quotable parts of that episode, but not really from him. One of my favorite Aqua Teen quotes is from the Ted Nugent episode, though, because it's when Meatwad unwraps his gift from Carl for his baby shower. What the hell is this? That is one of my favorite fucking, like, I say that all the goddamn time. What the hell is this?
For when,
it's a fishing rod.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good gifts if you don't give a crap
about who you're giving them to. That was a genuinely, like, fugue state, like, almost kind of scary episode.
I was touched by the power.
MCP Pants is one of the best characters ever. I don't know. E, what is your favorite? Little Brittle, MCP Pants, or Sirloin?
I think Little Brittle, honestly. I think the switch up for him, like, kind of being like, I don't want to say mastermind, but like, and then like the other switch up at the end where like it just turned out to be a ploy to get himself bitten by a vampire.
Yeah, it's really scary. Little Brittle's an evil man. What is this gluing on? I'm trying to figure out a pose I like for this.
I'm a Christian now! Now kill me! Yeah, we can't do that. The noble thing here is to let you die, surrounded by filth. And then, like, the fucking vampire, like, floats in, like, oh, little
You're
bitch.
so cool! Why the fuck would Dracula like Little Brittle? Oh wait, no, Dracula's dead. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's assisted living Dracula now. Oh,
This
come on.
yeah. I remember back in the
Moth
day...
Monster Man.
Huh?
That was what Shake was watching during the Moth Monster Man.
Oh,
Assisted
yeah.
living Dracula.
I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. I remember the old DVD box sets had like all the live action bits that they filmed, like all the things with like the puppets in the background on TV. They like filmed entire things for that on the DVD box sets.
God.
I also loved that the old DVDs, if you pressed play all, those fucking assholes would just play every episode at once. You could not watch all...
just like a grid.
Yeah, it was a grid of every episode playing at once and overlapping. It was the most, like... It was so stupid. I don't even know if there was, like, a way to, like... I don't think they even did a thing where it was like, haha, it's a bit. No. You don't skip ahead and then get to do that. You have to just, like... That's the only option.
You wanted to watch this show and you paid money for it. This is what you deserve.
But also, they didn't just do it for like a DVD. They did it for like 5 seasons straight. They kept up an annoying bit that was funny the first time. And you know what? I think it makes it funnier the rest of them. So stupid. Well, we kind of dicked around a lot on this stream. This is a very yappy stream, and I got very little kid bashed. Sorry about that. But we are kind of nearing towards the end of when we really, we wind things down. So I think for now, we're gonna wrap things up for this evening and continue doing some hobbying tomorrow. That sounds all well and good because we survived 2 potential. Well, one of them did not go well, but we survived a near crash. So I think that's something to be grateful for. 3 more hours, please. I don't have that in me. I wish. I don't have that in me. But with that, I think we are gonna wrap things up for tonight, and we will both E and I will see you tomorrow for the members only stream.
Yeah. Don't worry, Pikmin boy, we'll deliver.
We will deliver. We'll deliver P to your house. But with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Huge thank you to the donos. Huge thank you to everybody for tuning in on your Friday night. And like always, remember to mishmash, kit bash, and paint some fantastic miniatures. And you're gonna. I promise. See ya.